Our world is straining under old infrastructure and a desperate need for clean energy. But right now, a new generation of megaprojects is quietly redrawing the world map. By 2026, many will hit critical milestones, and the future you have been promised is finally being built. We are not talking about small upgrades. We are counting down 10 colossal feats of engineering set to reshape global trade, clean energy, and travel. From railways that span continents to cities pulled from science fiction, these are the projects that will define tomorrow. Sound Transit 3, Seattle, USA. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a project bringing much-needed relief to one of America's most gridlocked regions. Sound Transit 3 is Seattle's multi-billion-dollar answer to its crippling traffic problem, aiming to connect its rapidly growing tech hubs. While the full network is a long-term vision, 2026 is a huge year. After opening a key segment and its extension to downtown Redmond in 2025, the next giant leap is connecting it across Lake Washington into Seattle. This vital link, though delayed, is scheduled to open in 2026, finally uniting the region's east and west sides with fast, reliable light rail. For the tech workers and residents of the Pacific Northwest, this is not just about a faster commute, it is about building a more sustainable and economically connected future. Lower Thames Crossing, UK. At number 9, we head to the UK for the most ambitious road project the country has seen in 3 decades, the Lower Thames Crossing. Anyone who has ever driven east of London knows the nightmare of the Dartford crossing. It is less a highway and more a national parking lot. The solution? A staggering £9 billion project to build a new 2.6-mile tunnel under the River Thames. This will be the UK's longest road tunnel. After getting the final go-ahead in 2025, major construction is set to kick off in 2026. Once finished, it will nearly double road capacity across the Thames, finally easing the chokehold of congestion and strengthening the UK's economic arteries for decades. Sizewell C Nuclear Power Station, UK. Our 8th project is a massive bet on a clean and stable energy future. The Sizewell C Nuclear Power Station in Suffolk is a 3.2 gigawatt plant designed to power 6 million homes with reliable, low-carbon electricity. After locking in its final investment decision in July 2025, the project is officially moving into its main construction phase. With a government investment of over £14 billion earmarked for 2026 to 2030, this signals a rebirth for nuclear power in Britain. By copying the design of its sister plant, Hinkley Point C, Sizewell C is set to be built faster and cheaper. In a world struggling with unpredictable energy markets, this project is a bold declaration that clean, baseload power that is always on, is non-negotiable for national security. California High-Speed Rail, USA. Number 7 is America's long-awaited leap into 21st century transport, the California High-Speed Rail. We have all heard the promises and the complaints. The goal is to whisk passengers between Los Angeles and San Francisco in under 3 hours on trains hitting over 200 miles per hour. While it has been a bumpy ride of delays and budget woes, the project is finally gaining serious momentum. By 2026, a huge milestone is on the horizon. The first electrified tracks are scheduled to be installed along a 119-mile stretch in the Central Valley. After approving bids for key materials in late 2025, the authority is gearing up to lay the tracks and systems that will make the bullet train a reality. This is more than just a faster trip, it is about connecting California's economic engines, slashing carbon emissions, and finally building the kind of infrastructure America has been talking about for decades. Fehmarnbelt Fixed Link, Denmark/Germany. Coming in at number 6 is an underwater marvel that will stitch mainland Europe and Scandinavia together like never before. The Fehmarnbelt Fixed Link is an 18-kilometer immersed tunnel, the longest of its kind in the world, running between Germany and Denmark. This is not just a simple tube, it will carry a 4-lane motorway and a double-track electrified railway. The impact will be immediate. A 45-minute ferry ride will become a 10-minute drive or a stunning 7-minute train journey. The trip from Copenhagen to Hamburg will be cut from 5 hours to just 2.5. While recent delays have pushed the final opening to 2029 or later, construction is well advanced. By late 2025, over 75% of the concrete work on the German portal was already done. As more colossal tunnel sections are built and submerged in 2026, a new map of European travel is literally taking shape beneath the Baltic Sea. Gulf Railway, GCC nations. At number 5 is a project with massive geopolitical weight, the Gulf Railway. This is a multi-billion-dollar, 2,117-kilometer network set to connect all 6 Gulf Cooperation Council nations. Saudi Arabia, forget long border crossings, imagine hopping on a high-speed train in Kuwait City and gliding to Muscat at over 200 kilometers per hour. While the 2030 completion date for the whole network is still a ways off, the pieces are falling into place fast. The UAE's national Etihad rail is already running for freight, and its passenger service is expected to launch in 2026, forming the first major piece of this puzzle. This railway will not just move people and cargo, it will physically weave the economies and societies of the Gulf into a single, interconnected powerhouse. The Trans-European Transport Network, TEN-T, Europe. Our fourth project is not a single bridge or tunnel, it is an entire continent's vision for connectivity. The Trans-European Transport Network, or TEN-T, is a sprawling web of railways, roads, and waterways designed to knit the European Union into a single, seamless entity. With a budget estimated to be around €600 billion in total, it is one of the most ambitious infrastructure plans on Earth. The mission: to smash bottlenecks, modernize old infrastructure, and make crossing borders painless for over 400 million people. By 2026, major progress will be seen across its 9 core corridors. Projects like the Fehmarnbelt link are key parts of it, but so are high-speed rail upgrades in Portugal, port modernizations in Greece, and new rail lines in Eastern Europe. TEN-T is more than just concrete and steel, it is the physical manifestation of a unified Europe, built for seamless trade and a stronger, more resilient future. NEOM, the line, Saudi Arabia. And at number 2, we have the most talked about, most controversial, and arguably most audacious urban project ever attempted, the line. As part of Saudi Arabia's NEOM vision, the line was announced as a 170-kilometer-long, 500-meter-tall mirrored city with no cars, no roads, and zero carbon emissions. So, what is the reality in 2026? Let us be clear, the grand 170-kilometer vision has been significantly scaled back for now, with the full completion date pushed to 2045. However, construction on an initial 2.4-kilometer segment is very real. Earthworks and foundation piling are well underway. While the timeline has shifted, the core ideas are still being tested. This first phase will serve as a live-in laboratory for vertical farming, integrated transport, and sustainable urban design. Even in its smaller form, the line is a sandbox for ideas that could radically influence how we build cities for the next 100 years. So, which of these mega projects fascinates you the most? Do you think they will live up to the hype, or are some just too ambitious? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay on top of the projects and technologies building our future, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thanks for watching.